And so anyhow, I got this out, and I got, which I'm not going to share who it was, out of respect to her, and she doesn't want that mess. Yes. But the lady that gave me that, let me show you what she got me, okay? Me and the babies. I'm not saying just me. She gave me for the, hold on. Now, tonight they drew pictures. They haven't started on these. I wanted to start on these because school is out Friday. It's our last day. They got 2 more days. And then with school being out, we're going to be doing a lot of arts and crafts and coloring because it keeps them busy, okay? I've had like 10 people ask about my lip, and I've already explained that actually. It is called a cold sore. It does not hurt me, okay? Sometimes they do. This one doesn't. So I'm assuming it's a cold sore. But yeah, it's fine. All right, so she got 4 of these, one for each little. And these are such cute little books. So not only does it tell a story, but they can color as they read the story. And this one is Twin Trouble. Jacob, the Twin Trouble, because I got twins. And then this one is I Am a Child of God. And it's the same thing. They can color, and it's got a story that you can read with them on each page. This one is Jesus Loves the Little Children. Hey, Wanda, how are you? And this one is Animals of the Bible. Cute. So they each got one of those. All 4 of them got some crowns. All 4 of them gets a coloring book. And the ones that, I didn't even see those in there. Oh my gosh. I didn't see those. So here's this one. The princess. Disney's princess. And then we got Rudolph. And on these they will share, I'm sure. There's 4 of them, so they'll all get one. Penguins. And we got Mickey. Girl, no. I am not getting Carter no Jordans. I don't care if I had $5,000 in bank. I would not be buying Jordans for a kid that, for one, will tear them up, and for 2, will outgrow them in a couple months. No, we done Walmart shoes, and that's good enough. All right, so this one is Bible stories for little hands. And this one is really good for Storm because she can't really tear. Stormy's at that age to where she's rough. She tears pages easily. So this one is the hard pages. So that's awesome. Which I'm pretty sure that one she got for Haley. But still, Haley and Stormy will play with this one. Because there's a smaller one. I'm assuming it's for Stormy, but to be honest with you, Stormy and Haley. Which this one is a little yellow bee. So cute. And this one has like the pop-out pages. These are really nice books. And I will not let them tear them up. I used to have like a bin thing, and I would just let them get in their books and play with them. And I learned real quick that they will tear them up, especially the younger ones. So now books are put up and they can have them, but with me watching them. And then there's this one. This is called the Beginner's Bible. What? Oh, okay. This is called the Beginner's Bible, and it's good for little ones. And it teaches them all the little Bible stories. Baby in a Basket, Samson and Goliath. I mean, all of them. The Wise King, Angel Visits Mary, Angry King. Oh, Angry King, Jesus' First Miracle. It's got all the little, all of them. Lazarus. I haven't looked through here. Now, this is going to be a book I'll read to them because I'm not going to let them tear it up. And then, like I said earlier, they all got crayons. So there's 4 of those. There's another one. And she got these 2. And these are games. This is called Bible Old Man. And I don't know, I haven't looked at it yet. 46 Bible character cards. Oh, there's an old man. Okay, and then Jonah. Story cards. Wait a minute. Let me see. I'm going to open this. When it says story cards, I'm trying to figure out what they mean by story. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Isn't that neat? But they like the twins like playing games. Stormy and Haley, they aren't really there yet. I've gotten Haley to play Candyland, stuff like that. But to be honest with you, she's just not. The twins will like these more so than the others, but of course they can play too. Here we go again. Y'all so worried about my husband and them 2 big kids. If you're so worried about him, why don't you talk to him? Why do you come talk to me? Let him deal with you. I mean, seriously. He told me, he said, it is so ridiculous. The people messaging him and, oh my gosh. And he's like, what is wrong with these people? And I'm like, I don't know. Just ignore them. He's like, I do. I don't even talk to them. It's just people think they know someone's life and they don't even have the slightest clue. But I thought that was super sweet, and I did want to share that. I wasn't going to, but I wanted to because I thought it was probably the most thoughtful gift that I've ever really, seen anyone do for anyone. Because it's about God. It's about their learning. They get to color. They, and it's interactive and it's games and it's good for them, especially the twins. And I didn't even see these until I pulled that bag out this time. And I got God Loves You and the How to Be Saved. And then I got the Footprints in the Sand. And then 2 of these, which is Bible emergency numbers. And it's like When in Sorrow, John 14, When Man Fails You, Psalms 27, and all the things. I don't know if y'all can. Yeah, I probably can't see that. But I could take a picture and post it. I think it's cute. And I think that this would be great to keep in your Bible or even in your purse or something. Some people don't really carry Bibles around anymore, but you can also go to Google and you can type in a scripture and it will pull it up. So you could even carry that in your purse. And then if you're just having a rough day with whatever is going on, look down and figure something out that's close to what you're dealing with, and you can pull it up that way. Be good for your Bible, though. But that was very sweet. Hi, Mary. Hi, Miss Kathy. How are you? They went to church last weekend, which we haven't went to church for a long time. But they did last weekend. They enjoyed the playtime. And of course, the pastor was taking Stormy around like a horse, and she loved it. I mean, she loved it. She was eating that dad attention up. I'm not calling him a dad, but like the man attention, like a dad figure. All kids look at men, from my experience, as like a dad figure. Might be a friend's dad or the neighbor's dad or something. But yeah. But you guys, I'm super excited about this devotional. Super happy. And I am happy about my book. I have insomnia really bad sometimes, and sometimes it's fine. It's not as bad, but some nights it's horrible. And if you're unable to sleep, sometimes you'll get tired by reading. Not always, but in my experience, reading helps more than like watching TV or something. So this is what I enjoy to do, is reading. Yeah, kid's been asleep for a while. Carter woke up when he heard me talk earlier, but he laid right back down. And this one, I've got one in my bed, Sky, and she is kind of moving around when I talk, but she's still asleep. But yeah, they had a good day. So since this is the twins' last week of school before their winter break or Christmas break or whatever you want to call it, they're doing like fun stuff all week. Today was their second field trip of the week. They had one on Monday, and then they had one today. Tuesday they done something else, and I don't recall what it was. Tomorrow they're doing some stuff in school, and then Friday they're having a Christmas party, and all the parents sent in stuff that is small gifts that will fit into a stocking. Everyone sent in 23, and then so each child will have a stocking full of goodies. as a Christmas gift. So, um, since I already knew about this, um, I made sure to get Storm and Haley a little extra. That way they wouldn't be left out, if that makes sense. No, and it doesn't bother me at all. Um, in my lifetime, I've raised several children or helped raise for years. And I helped raise another little boy for 11 years. Yeah. And I still love him, still care for him, still talk to him to this day. Um, but that relationship didn't last. But of course, the relationship I had with him did, because I still talk to him and stuff. He's a good kid, and he's still really close with my son. So, hmm he likes to write poetry and short stories. Girl, I used to write poetry, believe it or not, and now I've got like brain fog. I don't know, but I love to read poetry and I love short stories, whether it be reading them or watching them, because there's a lot of little short stories that's online now that you can watch. Teresa, everyone's doing good, honey. We are doing good. Yeah, better every day, honestly. It gets better and better. At first it was like overwhelming because I had so much to do. But now, where everything's basically done, it's just gentle and calm. And I started a new thing today to see if it would work. And typically, I feed them a later dinner because they eat not long before leaving school. They have snacks. So I thought today I'm going to change it. I'm going to do a very early dinner and then snack around our old dinner time. And I thought, well, maybe we'll watch a movie and have popcorn. And well, we decided to do crafting, but yeah, it was wonderful. And they went to bed. They were all asleep by 7:45. Yep. So I'm gonna try that tomorrow. I'm not gonna say it will work every day, but I'm gonna see. And then when school starts back up, I'm going to try to get back on that schedule. But while school's out, I don't know, it might be different because they won't be getting up so early to go to school. They'll be sleeping in later, which means they won't be as tired earlier. So, but like Skylar, she loves to have her phone time right before bed. It helps her to fall asleep every time. You all, tonight, she was so tired that she didn't want it. And she was like, I just want to lay down. And she's going to lay in your bed. And I said, girl, get in bed. You know you can. Hi, Tammy. How are you? My right shoulder is completely good now. I mean, completely good. And my left one is almost there. Yep. So a lot better. A lot better. Just that little nerve can do a lot of damage, let me tell you. Hi, Cherise. How are you, love? So, I don't know, you all. I feel like just changing a few things in your life can really change your entire life. Something small does a lot of difference. Same bedtime. Well, see, Monica, I would, but they'll be getting up later. So that's the only thing that concerns me, is because they catch the bus around 7. So I always have them up by 6:30. And then sometimes earlier, sometimes they're up by 5. And then they'll have that time in the morning, cereal and cartoons and all that. But it just depends when they wake up. So without school, they might sleep in till 7:30, 8, 9, you know what I mean? And they might be up early. I don't know. But if they were to get up at the same time, then maybe that's possible. Hi, Betty. How are you? Shoulder problems for 3 months. Have a lot done. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. But I tell you what, I feel bad for anyone with that, because even though mine wasn't an actual shoulder problem, it was from a pinched nerve. It felt like it was a muscle, and it was awful. Maybe some Madeline. Oh, hi, Desiree. And yes, girl, yes, you already know. Kids are not adults. they're kids. Been friends for 6 years. Last move. This is the best thing you could have done. Oh, Denise, absolutely. Hands down, this is the best thing. More so for them, but for me too. And it's just been wonderful. It has been wonderful. Oh, Betty, I'm glad you're doing good. And I'm doing good. I'm so good. So good. I'm mentally good. When you are in a better mental state, your mental health, everything else falls in place. So even though you might have some health issues along the way, it's still better. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just better. I can go to bed at 9, get up at 6. Weekends to go to bed or get up by 8. Still do fine with the 9 o'clock. Really? So I wonder why. Do you think they just play harder when they're not in school? That way they're able to go to bed at the same time? Teresa, my husband's doing fine. He was here a couple days ago. He's not back to work. He goes to the doctor. Wait, maybe it was today he went. What is today? No, tomorrow. He goes 18th. The 18th. I think it was today or tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Yep, he goes tomorrow. And then the doctor will decide if he goes on back to work, releases him to work or not. And I asked him straight up, I said, are you ready to go back to work? Like, are you ready? And always, because he's got more than one issue, and he told me that he don't think he's ready. So he might tell other people things, but he'll just tell me the truth. And he told me he wasn't ready. So whatever reason that he's not ready, I told him, you need to be honest with your doctor, because I know he had a shoulder surgery years ago, like 8, 9 years ago. And he went back too early to work, and it caused trouble. And his shoulder's messed up again. So with that being said, back surgery is more severe than a shoulder. I'm assuming it should be. And I think it needs to be 100% before he goes back for that part. But he, it's more like a mental thing too. And so he's got a lot to tend to and to figure out. So he's going to talk to his doctor about it, and they will decide together when he will go back to work, or if he goes back to work. So it is peaceful, Carol. Absolutely. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. People are so quick to judge a stranger, and I think a lot of it is not really my fault, but what it is I left a chapter of my life out that I did not go live about, I did not share, I did not talk about, and I still haven't. Um, and I never plan to ever discuss that chapter of my life because it was something that I chose to keep personal and to keep private. And I think a lot of people get irritated with that they don't know. And I think a lot of people are just basically curious, like, well, what happened? Because I always put on a smile and I just keep going, just like everything was fine. I've done that for a long time. And so when someone appears to be okay all the time, they wonder why. Why would you change? Why would you do? And they don't understand because I left that out. But just remember this: things are not always as they seem. Someone can drive a luxury vehicle and wear fancy clothes and all that, and you're going to automatically assume, man, they got money, they got a good job, they're financially stable, and that very same person might be struggling more than you've ever struggled in your life. So don't ever, you can't really judge by that, you know what I mean? But yes, but yeah, the kids are 100% calmer. I mean, they still have their kids, you know. They have their moments. They will always have their moments. And Storm, Lord knows that child's always going to have her moments. She's my wild child. Um, but yeah, they're doing much better. Like I want to be treated. Yeah, Miss Joyce, absolutely. Teresa, you say my daughter. I'm assuming you mean Hannah. Um, and yes, Hannah is not on social media, so I don't really talk about her on social media because she don't want to be on there. Um, but I will say that she is okay and she's living her life. She's doing her Hannah life. Hi, Angie. How are you? Fever blister my lip as well as they call mine is chapped lips. Oh, I'm sorry. I really thought this was a cold sore, like fever blister, but it was itching and I scratched that booger and it did bleed a little bit, but then it scabbed over. So I guess I don't know. That's what I'm assuming. But you know what? I'll be fine. Absolutely, Teresa. Absolutely. See, Tammy, that's something else that people assumed. Um, these kids are not raised any different than they were a year ago. Just because I would have help when I would go live, that's all it was. And it's all it's ever been. I guess if you all want to believe something that's not true and it makes you feel better and you sleep better at night, you go ahead and do that. But no, nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. So handsome and grown up. So let me tell you about that, Miss Joyce. So I call it Carter is in his fancy stage. He loves to dress up. They're lost, don't understand what's happened. Yeah, I think that too. Um, but I'm talking about haters. I'm talking about people that really don't matter. Now, if I see a name that is regular, okay, I understand that they're honestly just curious. But also names that we see over on the troll side a lot. I know what they're here for. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mary, I agree with that. Um, I think that some people really do judge, though. I mean, opinions only go so far, and then it just becomes judgment, judgmental and hateful and all the things. But that's my opinion. And the baby is a year. Well, he's over a year old. Mhm. Yep, he's 14. Yeah, 14 months old or whatever. See, yeah, Monica and my mom used to tell me all the time. She's like, "Why are you never in the pictures?" I'm like, "Because I'm the one that takes the picture. I will literally put a baby with somebody and say, 'Let me take a picture.'" Um, I can't do it myself, you all. I don't take good selfies. Y'all don't want to see all that mess. And I just don't like my pictures, to be honest with you. I barely post pictures of myself. I mean, I might post one very rarely. Very, very rarely do I post pictures of just myself. Um, every now and then my mom will take a picture of me in it and I'll post, but usually I won't because I look so bad. So yeah, that's why. Yeah, but now I will still do that. Um, if someone is around me that's not me and the baby, if it's just me and the babies, I'll take pictures of just them. If someone is here that is not me, then I will put the babies with that person so I can take a picture because that's my memories. Kathy, I have not seen him for a couple of months. But he was not walking a couple months ago, but he was pulling up and holding on and trying to take steps. So I would assume that he's probably walking now or very close to walking. But I can't say he's walking because I haven't seen it. Um, and I haven't heard anything about that, so I don't know. Judge cruelty ridiculously. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Sister by another Missa. How you doing, Ellen? Hope you're doing well. I got one waking up. I gotta get quieter. I told y'all, see my big mouth? I say I'm gonna be quiet. I be loud. Oh, she's really moving. It's okay. Lay down, baby. Oh, she's waking up. But no, everything's been going great. And everything is probably a time and a half better than it's ever been. So truly thankful for that. I'm thankful for the move. Now I will say that, and I've spoke on this more than once, that I done two moves back to back. So the chapter that I left out of my life was my temporary move. That one probably was not a good move for me, but it was a lesson learned and it helped me at the time. And so I'm thankful for that temporary move, even though it wasn't, I would have done it differently if I could go back, if that makes sense. But yeah, so absolutely. Oh, I just love when all the trolls release their little trolls over here. It's funny, don't they teach you to stay over there and not to come over here and comment because it pays me? But here you are. So since you're here, welcome. got through all her treatments. My grandson's out. Her out of children, and asthma. Oh my gosh, you've had a lot going on. Hey, Summer, I'm doing good, honey. No, I didn't move with anyone on the temporary move, but I was near people with a temporary move. I wasn't with them, but near them. And I should have stuck with family on that move instead of friends, but it's really hard on people to live together if they're not family. And I'll tell you why. Is family forgives one another. You know, you can play your music too loud or whatever, and that'd be fine if it's just you. But let's say you have someone come in with little kids, you can't have that, you know. And let's say you go out a lot at night and come in loud, you know. If you have someone with children come in that household, you can't have that. So it was just that's why it was temporary, you know, and it was shorter than it was going to be. It was going to be a little longer. I was actually going to wait another month or two for this move, but no. Oh, Miss Joyce, I have not gotten my Christmas card from you yet, but that's my fault. I have not checked the P.O. box, so I plan on doing that this weekend. Oh, wait, or did I? Was that a Christmas card? I got a card from you not long ago at all, and I done it on live. Was that a Christmas card? Because I put it in my box. I can't remember if that was a Christmas card or just a thinking of you card, but I did get one, but it's been a little while. Yeah, I agree. I think that people that are rude to others, especially people online, I just feel bad for their families. I mean, I can't imagine my family being that way. You know what I mean? Touch too long to be busy at work. Oh, Karen, you're fine, love. And so what happened is the trailer I was at, the single wide, Will ended up having surgery. We were already having financial hardship, and he didn't get a short-term disability. It was just a lot of crap. And so after a little while, he ended up going to the hospital for his heart, and just everything was like collapsing on me. And so I told him, I'm like, we got to do something here. And I gave a couple ideas, a couple options, and he said that my second idea was more down his alley, would make him feel more comfortable. And so we done that, and it was like me taking my babies, my 4 grandchildren, biological grandchildren, and then him taking his 2 biological children, because we're such a large family. At first, I had the big kids too, but Will was going through a lot, like at that time, and especially with his health. And I basically forced them to go with him earlier than the plan was because I didn't know what was going to happen. And I wanted them to be there for him and also to call 911 if he needed it because he won't do it himself. But anyhow, he's way better now. He's doing all the things. He's making all the appointments. He is not back to work yet. And he's still on the short-term disability, which is not much. And they give him like $300 a week, but they take out taxes, and then we have our insurance that comes out of his check every week, and union dues once a month, So I think it leaves him with like 140 a week. And even if he had gotten the short-term disability day one of being like after surgery, we wouldn't have made it over there. We would not have made it. So it all worked out in the end, and everyone's doing great. Um, I had Will comes over to visit some. He came over 2 or 3 days ago, and he was not here real long, but he was here. Him and Megan came. And then the time before that, Dakin came too. The reason Dakin didn't come is he was doing something for Mimo. But yeah. So I mean, it's not like I don't see him. I do, and it's not like I don't talk to him because I text him. But it's just that you don't see him laid out in the bed behind me. So it's like, but everything is going great. Oh, Amanda, that is Storm. I mean, that's Scott, and she just moved. She switched positions, which even if I wasn't live, even if I wasn't talking, she does that all night long. She's all over a bed, and she is so hard to sleep with. But I never tell that child no. If she wants to sleep in here, I'll let her. If all three of them want to, I would let them. And I would just sleep somewhere else. I just take my little mask up there. I call it my mask. The kids do not like it. I'm on a sleep apnea machine. And to me, it's not incredibly loud, but they don't like it, I guess, because they're not used to it. It's only been a couple months that I've been on it. And literally, if Stormy wakes up before me, the child will climb up in this bed and take her hands and pull that mask off and do this over the mask. And she'll say, Nana, you in there? And I'm like, girl, yes, I'm awake now. Thank you. So, I don't know. It's almost like she thinks that if that mask is on, like, I don't know, I'm not theirs. I don't know what the deal is, but she does that. And then the twins, they just look at it like it's very weird. And but at first they were scared. Haley was probably the one that took it the worst because my mom and dad are on sleep apnea machines, and both of them. So Haley used to stay with them a lot, and then she just quit one day. And now she's want to stay again. So of course I'm letting her because why not? Why would I not? And but anyhow, when I first got on the machine, she didn't like it. She told me that I was like Granny and Papa, and it scared her. And I said, honey, I'm fine. And she would constantly ask, Nan, are you okay today? Nan, are you okay? And I'm like, honey, don't worry. It's fine. It just helps me sleep better. And for some reason, it really bothered her, but she got over it within a week. I would make sure that she was asleep before I would get the mask. So, yeah. Rocking with you since the beginning. Aw, love you too, honey. Summer, you're a sweetie. Oh yeah, Katie, you're right, girl. She's anytime you post anything, people always got read stuff. They do, and I know it's not just me. It's literally every creator. Someone's got something to say, but you just have to look at it like this: is if they talk about me, they're leaving someone else alone. As long as they're not making fun of my kids, like I don't care what they say about me. Oh, it's a Thanksgiving card. Okay, yeah, Miss Joyce said I've not got the Christmas one yet. Then about the Rizzy girl. No. Did I hear about it? No. Who is that? A creator? Hey, Mary Ann. I'm so glad to see you. And we are doing good. We are doing good. Yes. My German Shepherd. I go to church. Children want to come home with me. All the children are going, oh, Mary, you're probably one of them that is what I would consider someone like my dad. Like children cling to him. And I bet children cling to you too. You probably have such a big heart and so much love to give, and they can just sense that. I don't know what I'm doing for Christmas yet. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I know that my parents are coming over for a portion. And I'm sure he will too. And I don't know if we're going to do it the same day or not. And I don't know how we're going to do that. But we got time to plan it because it ain't today. So I ain't worried about it. Mary, thank you for the prayers. Every time I go up, it does the same comments. What in the world? Take my glasses off so children see my eyes. Yes, kind of like that. And they really did have a hard time with it at first, like I said, but it's different now. Oh, Marianne, thank you. I am. I really am. Like I'm happy. I'm content. Now I will say, which I didn't really discuss this, but I'll tell you the truth, is when I first moved in, I was a little nervous because in this building, I was the only female. And I'm like, oh man, and then the people that were moving out was a husband and wife. And I thought, okay, and like I made friends with her and then her husband, and I liked them. And then I was like, wait, y'all are moving out? I thought they were moving in. No, they're leaving. So I was like, crap. And so the new ones that moved in is two guys. So I'm still the only female, but I've learned that I had one guy down here one night. There was an off moment, I guess, to where there was a guy that wasn't supposed to be in this area. He's not from this area, shouldn't have been here. And he protected me and my kids. Nothing happened, but he made gestures at me because I don't understand him. He don't understand me. But we make hand gestures and we understand each other that way. And he made sure that me and my kids got in the van. And we were safe. And then he gave me the thumbs up. So that let me know real quick that they got me. So at first, and I was like a little nervous, but now I just feel safe because I know like I'm surrounded by people that got me, you know what I mean? So my other self, cyberbullying. What? See, that makes me so angry at these trolls. They don't know what they're doing. They really don't know what they're doing to people. What was her name? Maxwell. Wow. Y'all, what they're talking about, that really happened. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Samantha, and Merry Christmas to you and yours. Jesus is the reason for the season. Had a bad troll, so I stopped. Girl, you can't, don't let them trolls win. Like, just let them talk. It just makes me so mad that. Okay, so on 12/12, a young woman by the name, 27 years old, with a dog leash. Live. She was live. Oh my gosh. Y'all, that really happened. Oh, you too, Teresa. Good night, love. The ceiling fan. Oh man. Well, no, I hadn't heard about it. I don't really get on the TikTok, but you would think that even on here on Facebook that people would have been posting about it or something but I never seen it. It's awful though, and even when you look it up, there's evil comments under that talking mean stuff. Wow. Well, all I can say is you too, Desiree. Good night, love. Yeah, I didn't know. But all I can say about that is, for one, it's a sad situation, and for two, many prayers and thoughts is with her family and friends. And the third thing I'll say is, God don't like ugly, and you can sit and bully people all you want, and you can try to do that for like a better person or a bigger person or whatever. But at the end of the day, you see what it does in real life, and just because a creator is on there talking and doing their lives or whatever, and they get paid or whatever the case, they're still real people with real feelings. So, they're real people with real feelings. And you never know what someone's battling. So, the best thing you can do is to be nice to everyone, because you don't know what's going to happen the next day. You don't know if you're going to wake up or if they will, and you just don't know. So always treat people with kindness, because you don't want to be the one that pushes them over that line. Yeah. Radiation. Oh no, Sandy, I'm sorry. Merry Christmas. I'm sorry to hear that. My mom just finished her radiation treatments. Now she's got to go get some iron infusions because her iron is super low. And she's got to get an injection once a year because of her bones are super thin, and they say that they will kind of break, chip away. So they don't want that to happen. So the injection is to make them stronger. And there's a whole lot more to it, but I'm sorry that your husband's going through it. My mom just done it, and I'm hoping that she doesn't have another round. So Robin, people, I think it's just they're nosy. I don't know. I know there's one lady that literally talked about someone, taking meds for over a year about me. And come to find out, I'm friends with one of her friends, and she takes the same medicine. I said, well, why in the world would you put someone down when you're doing the same? It just don't make sense. So, we need to stay together. We love one another, lift each other up. Yeah, absolutely. We need to be like a sisterhood and link arms. Oh, Mary and my mom got breast cancer. And they done a surgery and removed a mass, but then they done lymph nodes, said they thought they got the right ones. They didn't. Anyhow, she done radiation. And her mom had the same thing. It's hereditary. They didn't care. They told her to do it. It's terrible. Yeah. I really think that she probably wanted to take a break from social media, but she probably needed income. And she kept pushing on, and it pushed her over the edge. That's probably what happened, because I know, like, a lot of times that's someone's only job, like that's my only income. So, Sandy, thank you. I appreciate that. Monica, we're not sure yet. I think she is. She thinks she is. She says she is. We're claiming it. She got Haley rung her bell and got her little rock. Twice a day for years, only thing keeps me sane. Judge away. She's a judge away. I'm from Georgia. Live in Florida. Man, my 67-year-old mother raises my sister's 2 girls as well, since they were born due to not so good situation. Sure, you are. I know how firsthand watching my mom do it. I'd have to go to be at times, but she loves her grandkids, and of course, just like you all. Absolutely, Casey. And you know what? My hat's off to your mama, because some days it's just easy, and some days, oh man, it can be tough. Because I'm not 20 something. I can't do what a 20 something year old does. And I feel bad, and I try to get in the floor and play with them, and then I can't get up. So it can be tough at times. It can be tough mentally and physically, but we do it because we love our grandchildren. So uterine. Yeah, Summer, many prayers for you. And just know that with anything female related, that it can come back. So make sure you got a good doctor and a good source of treatment. You know what I mean? I just know. So now, Haley does not live with my parents. No, that is some crap they've started. No, she is visiting. And as soon as I put her in school, then she's got to come home. But I'm not trying to put her in school because she's enjoying herself. Why would I? Why would I take that time away from Haley and her great grandparents? Because how many children can actually say, hey, I got to spend time with my great grandparents? I don't know one person that can say that. So, Michelle, I can see them anytime I want to. You certainly while recovering. Yeah, Grit, I'm so glad you still got it. Oh, remember that. Yeah. God bless you, honey. Yeah, I remember sending you that little bird. Them birds were so cute. Mm-hmm. Can do own message. Okay, Summer. Yeah. Sounds good. And you just remember that I don't know, just there's a lot of things to look for. And I'm hoping that you have a really good doctor, and I hope that they do you good. I really do. And you just remember that God is still in charge, and we can beat anything, and you can too. Okay, you got this, baby. But much love to you all. I'm gonna hop off here, and I think I'm gonna read another chapter of my book, and then I'm gonna lay down. I don't know what time it is. It's still kind of early. It's 10:58, y'all. I usually don't even have my house done by this time, usually, but it's 10:58, and all I got is my floors left to do, and I'm probably gonna do them tomorrow because I can. I don't want to tonight. I'm gonna finish, or not finish. I'm gonna read another chapter. You have many, many years left. It's hard on her, especially now that she's 13, 16, 13. Asked. Mom left. Well, yep. Sure, come back nonetheless. They have my mom. I know she's been there at least. Exactly. And Casey, when them kids get older, they know. They know who's been there for them, and they will love her and they will appreciate her with great, great, deep love. They will. Oh, yes, Summer, absolutely. That's right, Miss Joyce. Yes. Marianne, everyone's doing good. Everyone. Yes. Baby's doing good. He's growing like a weed. God bless you, Miss Joyce. Good night, Robin. Hey, Henrietta. How are you, love? Thank you, Mary. But much love to you all. Thank you, Kathy. You enjoy the rest of your night. And I'm going to read a little bit and hopefully someone told me the other day to lay down and read with one eye, like close one eye and leave one eye open. So I don't know how that works, but I tried it and it did. So I'm going to do that again tonight. I'm going to lay with one eye open. And for some reason, I guess it puts a lot of strain on one eye and it makes you tired. So I'm going to go ahead and put my mask on. My mask. My sleep apnea. I'm going to put my little machine on and I'm going to read with one eye and go to sleep. So y'all have a good night and God bless you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.